We are trying to record live. We are going live with some news from the Explorers News Network that will be brought to you first live on this channel. That is the illumANark channel. The illumANark channel. Yes. Yes, the illumANark channel. We are going to be live. Live, yes, we're live. And as we're live, let me check the sound and make sure the sound is right. Yes, our sound is good. We're coming to you with breaking news. Breaking news that has doesn't even hit the top of the wire, and yet is very important. This weekend, we have had some major losses. This was Christmas weekend. One song made very popular during the Christmas holiday that most people celebrate this time of year was a song by George Michael. Last Christmas I gave you my heart. The very next day you threw it away. Well, that song, amongst the many other immortal hits, are going to be last we get to hear from George Michael. He died this past weekend. That is an absolute. Is that he died this past weekend? There were a lot of tweets that went out by various artists, including Elton John, who called him one of the kindest friends he had had. Let's see, let's get the actual news story down here, and it's yes, we have the reactions, including Elton John's. That was I've lost a beloved friend, the kindest, most generous soul, a brilliant artist. My heart goes out to his family and all his fans, Elton John on Instagram said. Farewell, my friend. Another great artist leaves us. Madonna on Twitter. Heartbroken at the loss of my beloved friend Yog. Now, Yog stands for yours only, George. His loved ones, his friends, the world of music, the world at large, forever loved. AXX, Michael's Wham, groupmate Andrew Ridgely on Twitter. My heart, like yours, is broken. George Michael was a musical genius, and I am so grateful to have known him in a world that needs music more than ever. Today, it is less so. It was Liza Minnelli on Facebook. And it goes on. James Corden has, I love George Michael as long as I can remember. He was an absolute inspiration, always ahead of his time. That was James Corden. Uh, you know, it's all these, a lot of very big names. Howard Jones, Mark Ronson, Alison Moyet. A lot of it is very touching, the direction that people have been reaching out regarding George Michael's death. And this is a sad point, but at least he died in his home. And regardless of what the cause may be, the fact is, he lived life on his own terms. He spoke out where he could. He evangelized his thought process where he could. But in the same time, where he brought joy and tried to show where peace could have a winning hand in this world, it is juxtaposed with the reality that in New York City, actually Mount Vernon, but we will, New York City nightclub shooting, 2 were killed and 4 were wounded by a Bronx resident that was ejected from the club and decided to shoot up the foyer and people standing outside. I guess because he was upset. They don't have the complete motive yet, but he has been arrested. Now, this is important because in the same weekend, elsewhere in the world. Also in the United States, Chicago, the third largest city in our nation. 12 killings over the Chicago Christmas weekend. 750 homicides this year in Chicago. And there were 20, out of the 12 people that were killed, there were 27 shooting incidents in Chicago this weekend. 27. This is supposed to be a time where people are expressing peace, joy, loving kindness towards their fellow man. This is the music is what the music espouses, what the cards espouse. This is what the symbols of this year is supposed to speak of. Is love your fellow man. If this is what your holiday represents, why can't you represent it in your life? If this is what your holiday means, why can't you represent it in your life? Why do you have to have pain and suffering and hatred on a weekend that's supposed to be sacred to you? This is supposed to be representing the birth of your Savior. Okay? Now, I too follow Jesus Christ, but that's a whole other subject. Okay? I know God. I know the name of God. I am a very fervent believer of that. But here is the point. If you believe that this is supposed to be representative of the birth of a man who was capable to bring peace, kindness, long-suffering love, and sacrifice to the world, self-sacrifice to the world, and that he could defeat the wicked nature of this world. If that is what you believe, if that is what you find important, then why, why are you killing each other on this weekend as compared to any other? If this is the core message, if this is the core belief, I'm starting to believe that there are very few who actually believe anything about Christmas. They don't see a time of faith and kindness and love and peace. This is just another weekend where some guy got drunk, got kicked out of a club, got pissed off, went to his car and shot up the front of the club. New York City is where another weekend where people just got frustrated, annoyed, pissed off, yanked out a gun and started shooting up people either in their home or across the street or across town or whatever. Why? Why are we tearing ourselves down as human beings? Why are we doing this? Why are we putting ourselves through this? If this is supposed to be our peace, our happiness, and our kindness, where is it? Show me where it is. I don't believe when people say that this is a time of peace. This is the first time that Jerusalem has reason to feel like they have no peace because they've been abandoned by the U.S. as an ally. With the abandonment of the U.S. for Jerusalem in a time where it's feeling crisis and all these shootings and the death of George Michael, I'm not entirely sure anybody knows what's going on. And with that, I have to say, yep, this is our time to step out, and I am the illumANark. I am reporting for the Explorers News Network. This is the illumANark Gaming Channel, and with that, peace out to you. Peace out for today. Peace out for tomorrow. Peace out to you always. And with that, I'm out.